Hello, friends. Mary here with Boomers Blooming. How are you all today? I'm doing fine. I kind of winding down from the day. I had to go up to my pharmacy to pick up a prescription. And I talked to the druggist while I was up there. And I got my second session shingle shot. I got my, the shingle shot now is a two-part shot. The first part I got back during the summer. And so my pharmacist sent me an email saying it was time for the second part. So since I was up there today, I went ahead and I got the second part shingles vaccine, is what I'm saying. And so I remember the first time I got the first shot, I really wasn't into getting that shingle shot. And I said to the druggist, I don't think I even had chicken pox. So I probably don't need to get this shingle shot. And so he said, Miss Mary, just about the whole population has been exposed. Whether you had chicken pox or not, you have probably been exposed to the chicken pox virus. Most Americans have been exposed, and some people get shingles who never had chicken pox. And I'm like, wow. So, back during the summer, I took the first vaccine, and today I took the second vaccine. Now, I haven't had any problems with the vaccine. The first vaccine, just a little sore on my arm. The second vaccine, so far, so good. So far, I haven't had any problems, but I just got it today, shortly after lunchtime. Now, I have a couple of friends who have friends that have had shingles. One of my friends had a family member that had shingles, and they said it was very painful, excruciatingly painful. And then there was another person that I knew. They knew someone who had had shingles, and the shingles had appeared over their eye. Man, shingles over your eye? That could affect your eye, and it could affect your vision. So, back during the summer, I really thought about it, and I talked to my doctor, and she said it was really a personal decision. And so I did make the decision to get the first vaccine, like I said, back during the summer. Because you have to wait like maybe 2 to 3 months between the vaccines, the first vaccine and before you get the second vaccine. So, I saw on the internet that I forgot how many people it said. I don't know if it's 1 in 10 may get the shingles. Wow. And if I read that correctly, that is scary, And I also read that sometimes the shingles, if you get the shingles, sometimes it can be lifelong disabling. Doesn't really go away. It can be lifelong disabling. So, based on that, and based on some other information that I read, I decided to get the shingle shot. So, friends, are any of you all, are you thinking about getting the shingle shot? Have you gotten the shingle shot? Have you got part 1 and part 2? Did you have any problem? Did you have any reactions? Do you know anyone that has had the shingles? They say that the shingles is prevalent among older people, seniors like me. And I don't want to get the shingles. I certainly do not want to have the shingles. They say the rash and the blisters that come from the shingles, and I've seen it. You can look it up on the internet. The rash and the blisters that can appear on any part of your body. They say it's very painful. So, I got my part 2 today, and so far, I'm still walking upright. I'm not laying on the ground. So I feel I'm going to be all right with this shingle shot. But tell me, like I said, if you all Any of you all have gotten a shingle shot? What made you make the decision to get it? The shingles part 1 and part 2. If you didn't get the shingle shot, what are some of the problems that you have that you feel you're not going to take it or you don't want to get the shingle shot? Because I thought about it for about 3, well, really about 4 years. I thought about it for about 4 years before I made the decision. And my decision basically was based on the fact that I don't think I ever had chicken pox. Well, when the druggist told me that most of the population has been infected with the shingles virus, whether you've had chicken pox or not, you can still come down with it. And it's prevalent in older people because our immune system, I guess, maybe it's not as strong as it was when we were younger. So these things and these reasons is why I decided to get part 1 and then part 2 shingle shot. And like I say, so far I'm doing fine. I'm still conscious. I'm still able to say, hello friends, Mary here with Boomers Blooming. After the shot, I was able to find my house and come home. Nothing drastic happened to me. And like I say, that first shingle shot, I had no reaction whatsoever except a little sore arm. So, if you all have gotten the shingle shot, part 1, part 2, or maybe just part 1, put down in the comments, like I said, if you had any reaction, if it went smoothly with you, and why you decided to protect yourself from shingles. Now, I know why I did, but put it down there in the comments why you decided to protect yourself from shingles. You know, when I was there, the druggist was so nice, and he's very gentle with the shot. You know, he told me one time, because I got my flu shot up there, and I always tense up like this, you know, my arms are so tight. So he told me last year, he said, Miss Mary, just let your arms go like limp. Just let them hang. Because what you're doing is you're tensing your muscles, so when that needle goes in there, it's going to hurt because it's going into a tense muscle. Well, ever since he told me that, this is what I do. I just relax. Now, I don't look at the needle. I don't want to see it. I always turn away. I don't want to see it. But I relax. I relax those muscles in my arm. I just let them just hang. I relax. And do you know that really helps? Not only does it help from the shot being somewhat painful, because it's not real painful, but it also helps with the soreness. My arm doesn't get as sore than the way it used to when I used to tense up like this. Just letting it go and not being tense. I see now that my arm does not get as sore, and it does not stay as sore for so long. Now that's me, I don't know. That's just a tip maybe, that if you're like me, you get, just stuff like that, you know, you turn, you don't want to see the needle, you know, and you don't, and that muscle gets so hard right there. Nope, I don't do that anymore, and I find getting my vaccines or whatever I need to get is so much better and less painful. So friends, I'm going to let you all go. Today is, like I say, it's cloudy here. I think the rain is coming in tonight. I think I'm going to curl up with a good movie. Maybe a science fiction movie, maybe a Dracula movie. Maybe an old black and white romance. You know, I love those old black and white romance movies and sitcoms. I love those. So, you all stay safe and stay blessed until I post again. And if you like me, my laid-back personality, the information I bring, give me a thumbs up, please. If you want to board this train with me and ride it, you know, join me on this journey called life, subscribe to my station, please. It's called Boomers Blooming. So I would be appreciative. I would love to have a subscription from you. And it doesn't cost anything. It's absolutely free. The only thing it does is that it lets you know, when you go into YouTube, it lets you know that I have a new video out there. So there's no charge, okay? So you all have a wonderful evening, wonderful morning, wherever, when you see this video. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay peaceful, and don't let anything invade your peace. Okay? Goodbye.